Well, I talk about funny money. Yeah, this could be funny money. $1 million candy bar, right? Now, I want to say one thing about Bitcoin. Yeah, when it was $1,000 an ounce, or $1,000 a Bitcoin, excuse me, I was like saying to myself, yeah, $1,000 an ounce. You see where my brain's going to silver, right? But I was thinking to myself, that's pretty crazy considering where it started at. Now, it's like 20,000, right? But it could be the ultimate bubble. But there's another side to it. I'd say it's either two things. Either it's a New World Order cryptocurrency, which I think may not be Bitcoin itself, but maybe a combination of cryptocurrencies, or it's stating that there's going to be a collapse in all of other fiat money. That could be something else too, right? Because it can't be one or the other. I can't see where Bitcoin is going to go up to these astronomical values and everything else is going to stay the same, price the same, right, in US dollars. I just can't see that. So it's one or the other. But you know what I really think? Since China has audited the cryptocurrencies and they are trying to put them, standardize them and all that type of things, like in other words, they closed down the exchange for an audit. I think that cryptocurrencies actually are a ploy for a global currency. But I can say this, Bitcoin is getting so radical that you might be like looking at this. In other words, anybody buying into it at the height is going to get creamed far more than anything else imaginable. In other words, if you bought it early, great. But there's going to be winners and losers with Bitcoin. Not everybody's going to be a winner. And it might be Litecoin's taking off, maybe the Steam It money, I don't know. I think the cryptos are the future, but I think it's also the way they're going to put in the global currency. That's the only reason it's around. It's not like the people are defeating the New World Order. BS, wrong. And I still go back with, you want to have tangible assets. The $1 million candy bar. The $1 million candy bar may be worth more than some of these cryptos in the future, because some of them are going to be winners and some are going to be losers. And it's all a speculative game because you really don't know what it's based upon. In other words, you can't look at the financials of a company and see if it's a strong company, or see that the stock price on a company is undervalued considering what the company really has in it and where it could go. There's nothing to really analyze. That's the problem with these cryptos. And people were before that were into the precious metals markets and stuff like that. They were always criticizing the stock values of various companies and saying that's all paper. Well, it's not paper. It's a paper that represents a share in a company. And it's amazing that they jumped on board with these cryptos, especially the people that were selling bullion. That's where I'm really suspicious that, even these bullion dealers are a bunch of crock, because they'll pump this stuff way the hell up and then they get out right at the top and they tell people to keep buying and then everybody's holding them back. And I think that's what might happen with Bitcoin eventually, because you never know where a bubble's going to go to. And, them saying that one Bitcoin's going to be worth like $100,000 or $1 million or something. I think John McAfee was saying it's going to be worth $1 million, so he'll eat his hat or some crap. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Very suspicious of this, because it's the same people that were playing everybody before back in 2011. Very, very suspicious of it. So you really want something with tangible value. So even this, you could say, this is $1 million, right? But it's a candy bar. At least it's a candy bar, right? At least it's a candy bar. At least it's a candy bar. You might say, well, that can't be worth $1 million. Well, could be the contents of this cup be worth $1 million? I mean, I could say, I don't understand the digital currency. Well, maybe I don't. But the problem is this. What goes up like that could come down like that. And I think there's a driving force behind it that people just don't get, like the NSA or something. I don't know. The fact that, like I said again, that Chinese government, they shut down the crypto exchanges, but then they reopened them because they want to have a global currency based upon their money, cryptocurrencies, and gold, right? In other words, cryptocurrencies are international. But then so is bullion, right? But they don't want that. Oh, they don't want that. Because, and by the way, this flag here is the Independence Rebel flag. For you people out there that don't understand political, the reality of the situation, it could be the moonshine flag. And you know, if you really want to get into money making, if you're a moonshiner, that'd be better than freaking mining for crypto coins. I'll tell you that right now, because that stuff is always something that you can use for fuel for your car, medicinal purposes, or even drinking to get a little shot of whiskey once in a while, right? And you know, it's amazing how many people avoid that. It's like, let's get on our little electronic crypto BS and make something out of nothing. But you know, again, you really want to have tangible assets. And tangible assets are really what you need for the, you know, the SHIT situation that hits a fan, right? I look at cryptos like, what happens if EMP or false flag? You're going to be like, how do you get on your computer? You know, if you got an EMP false flag, or say your data gets wiped out on your computer due to an EMP, what happens then? That's pretty piss poor, ain't it? You know? Hey, in that case, maybe this is going to be worth $1 million, even though it's just a candy bar, right? So there you go.